Live from ABC 7, this is Eyewitness News.
Overnight, a deadly shooting pursued in Ontario. We've just received some new details in the last few hours.
Plus, so many people still without power this morning because of strong winds. We're live with more on the cleanup and the winds that are expected today.
Also, some new data from Pfizer this morning when it comes to the Omicron variant. We're live with what the company's data is showing on that. Good morning to you on this Tuesday. Thanks for joining us right now at 4:30. I'm Brandy Hitt.
And I'm Leslie Sykes. Let's go on over to Leslie Lopez for a check of the weather. Still feeling the effects of these winds, Les?
I know, it's really dry outside. People with sinus issues, allergies, this hasn't really been the last couple days, your days, I suppose. We're back to about 67 degrees today. The good news is we are returning with a little bit more moisture today. We have some clouds building in, so it might improve a little bit, so I hope so for you. Especially if, I know those sinus headaches really are tough to deal with. 66 degrees out there in Orange County. The Inland Empire and the Valley community is about 72 degrees. And if you are going to be heading out towards the beaches, we're back to about 62. Heading out towards some of the mountain spots, about 44 degrees. And then those high deserts will get back up to about 63. It's still breezy, though, for those desert spots. 20-mile-per-hour gusts still coming in out of the northeast, so there are some drying winds a little bit farther inland. All right, we'll send it back over to you two for now, and we'll talk about where we're headed for the rest of the week. Hi, Brianna, over to you.
Yeah, good morning. Roads aren't looking too bad just yet. It's still pretty early, so we've had a couple minor incidents. Not causing much of a backup, though. This is out into Hollywood. We should have tow here in about 20 minutes. Looks like we have an accident on the 101 northbound at Santa Monica Boulevard. It is still too early to see much of a backup from this, though, but tow should be there soon, and hopefully they'll get this moved out of the way before about 5 o'clock this morning. All right, a live look outside your commute out into Inglewood, the 405 southbound at Florence Avenue, both southbound and northbound. Don't see too many cars out there. Camera's freezing, but it is moving right along. All right, ladies, I'll send it back to you.
All right, that looks good. Brianna, thank you. New this morning, a murder suspect is in custody, accused of killing a man in Ontario and then leading police on a chase all the way to North Hollywood. The shooting happened around 11 last night on East D Street near North Corona. Police say the suspect was eventually taken into custody near Lankershim and Miranda. No word yet on what led to the shooting.
Also happening today, there's a $60,000 reward that is expected to be considered to help find the killer of this teenage girl you see here, who's found dead on the side of the 110 freeway. That money would be a joint effort from the LA County and LA City Council. Now, the 16-year-old named Tioni Theus, she was found shot in the neck right off of Manchester in the off-ramp right there 2 weeks ago. Her family and activists, they've been pushing for this reward money, claiming that race has been a factor in the case. They say that a $250,000 reward was quickly offered in the search for a killer of 24-year-old Brianna Kupfer. Now, most of that money did come from the community.
Many are still without power this morning, days after a strong windstorm whipped through Southern California, and more wind is on the way. Eyewitness News reporter Tony Cabrera is live in Claremont with the very latest. Tony, good morning.
Good morning, Leslie. Yeah, people in Claremont and neighboring city Laverne just dealing with so much after last weekend's windstorm that brought